Hello, UW alumni and friends. Welcome back to the Cowboy Alumni Pregame Pep Talks, brought to you by Black Hills Energy, UWAA Federal Credit Union, and the University Store. Let's get ready for the 25th meeting between the Cowboys and the UNLV Rebels with an exciting pregame pep talk featuring former Cowboys Al, Rich, and Cooper Rothe. This Friday, November 27th, the Cowboys travel to Las Vegas to battle the UNLV Rebels. It has been a disappointing few weeks for the Cowboys as the last two games have been canceled. During this time, though, the team has remained disciplined, focused, and they keep improving as a team. The Cowboys stand at 1-2, and the Rebels enter the game with a record of 0-4. In their last meeting in 2019, the Cowboys defeated the Rebels 53-17 and now have an all-time record of 13-11 against UNLV. I'm excited to be joined today with former Cowboy football players and UW alumni Al, Rich, and Cooper Rothe to share their experience as former Cowboys. Welcome, Al and Cooper.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Hey, Al, let's start with you. Can you catch us up on today with your years at UW, the years you played for the Cowboys, your degree, year of graduation, and a little bit about your path to where you are now?
Sure. I came in 1997. That's the year that Joe Tiller left to Purdue, and then Coach Dimmel had his first year. So I started my career with him and played until 2001, got my degree in communications. I was one of the few that stuck around Laramie for a while. I became a police officer for the Laramie Police Department. Did that for 10 years, and about 5 years into my 10-year law enforcement career, I developed an itch to start learning about personal finance and financial planning. And I turned my patrol car into a university when I was working the midnight shifts. And then when my family and I decided to seek some warmer weather, I dropped the bomb on my wife that I was going to be changing careers. We actually moved out to Cape Coral, Florida. Been out here since about 2014 and been in the financial services during that whole time.
That is good. And you, Cooper, kind of your journey at UW and then post-graduation.
Yeah, so my freshman year was 2016. I graduated last December in 2019, played 4 years as the place kicker, did kickoffs there, and my major was business finance, so hoping to use that soon. But right now I'm still currently training in San Diego, California, hoping to get a shot at the NFL. And I was also fortunate to run into another Cowboy connection in the Muma family, Ty and Kara Muma, parents of Chad Muma, who's the captain and linebacker of the Cowboys right now. They're super generous to let me stay at their house and just be able to continue to pursue my dreams chasing the NFL right now.
Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. But Al, you got a chance to play UNLV 4 times. And why don't you share one of your special memories from that series?
When I came on, I was primarily on special teams during the entire time until Brian Lee had an injury halfway through the season. And Stoops was the position coach back then. But we had such a stacked defensive secondary, I could have sworn that I was going to be solid in my backup role because there was plenty of people that could probably fill Brian Lee's shoes before me. But when Stoops came in, said that I was going to be starting instead of Brian Lee, and my heart dropped because I didn't really have a lot of confidence in myself at that period of time, but he had more confidence in me than I did. Well, John Denton, the year before, helped wallop the Cowboys by putting up over 450 yards against them. It was a little intimidating going into that game as a true freshman, knowing how well this quarterback actually played. I can't tell you what the stats were, but I know we did pretty well. But there was one play that stuck out during the second half. I was playing on the slot receiver, so I was, the inside receiver, and I was on man coverage, and I'm following downfield. I'm facing this way, and John Denton throws it over this shoulder. Well, I'm facing this way, and I don't even know what happened, but I reached over, grabbed the ball at a weird angle like this. And the next thing you know, I looked down and I have the ball pinned to my hip. So I picked up a one-arm grab my freshman year. That was probably one of my favorite plays to remember of my college career.
Cooper, you absolutely played in one of the wildest games in Cowboy history, frankly, in 2016 at UNLV. Can you reflect on a couple of those UNLV games?
Yeah, I was looking back at those games and couldn't find an exact play that stood out, but I think there were just so many, which is why I think my freshman year, 2016, was the year we played them in triple overtime game. I think this final score was 66-67, and we had the crazy touchdown to tie it up at the end of the game or to go down and score. So we just needed the PAT to tie and send it in overtime. And all the starting offensive line just went over to the special teams coach and said, we're going in on this PAT. We're not going to have any chance of it being blocked. And to me, I was like, oh, dang, like this is really a pressure situation, at least extra point at that time, my freshman year. I'm not going to let Josh Allen throw this crazy touchdown pass, one-handed touchdown to Tanner, go to waste. So it was a little bit more pressure, but thankful to have a good special teams unit that day and do my job.
Well, guys, you both had great careers at UW and really contributed in a lot of ways. And I know you had a lot of other special moments. But as we get ready to play UNLV this week, Al, what would you have as a little piece of advice and encouragement for the Cowboys?
It's the same every coach has ever told me. Really, you plan every week, and it's 1 week at a time. Get a game plan put together. They spend a lot of time working on it, delivering it as coaches, and then the players just have to keep, practicing and learning how to execute it until game day when it's time to execute. So that's all I got to say is go out there, execute that game plan, bring us back a win from Vegas. Go Pokes.
And you, Cooper?
Just being like a recent Cowboy in that locker room, I remember Coach Bull would always tell us that, playing these conference games, it's not going to take an out-of-body experience to beat these teams. And I think Cowboys will be motivated to do just that and play Cowboy tough football and trust the game plan. And Coach Bull and the coaching staff will have them motivated to play. And I think it'll be an awesome experience in the new UNLV Las Vegas Stadium. So they'll be excited to play in that.
Well, guys, thank you very much. I know the Cowboys will appreciate that encouragement, and our fans will enjoy hearing about your experiences as Cowboy football players.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for having us.
The UWAA wants to celebrate with you wherever you are watching the Cowboys play. Take a photo or video of your Cowboy football celebration using the hashtag #PokesAtHome and tag the UW Alumni Association for a chance to win 2 UWAA pullovers. We will choose the most spirited submission and will contact you if you're the winner. The game will air Friday, November 27th on FS1 Network at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. You can also listen to the radio on your favorite Wyoming radio station on the Cowboy Sports Network. Thank you again to Black Hills Energy, UNLV Federal Credit Union, and the UW University Store. Let's get that Cowboy spirit going by singing along with us to Ragtime Cowboy Joe.
He always sings raggy music to the Cadillac swing. Back and forward in the saddle on a horse, cricket horse, got a syncopated gator, and you ought to hear the beaters just before it gets repeated. How it runs, yes, right. When they hear Easter coming, cause the Western folk song go. He's a raggy music to the